Yeah, welcome to the show. Wow, you are now live, Live, with your host, the most froze, the bad boy of indie comics, the hottest ticket in all of indie comics today, the one that got away. Yeah, the IP generating machine, the people's champion, the unstoppable, unbreakable, undeniable, creative juggernaut, the new energy, CEO of Glacier Comics. It's your boy, Glacier YeahhhYuhhh. Welcome. Good afternoon out there on the tubes of you. Welcome to Gaming with Glacier. UFC 4 queued up and ready to go. Yeah, are you ready? Collective, I see you. Salutes. Thank you so much for watching live or on the playback. 144,000 light workers, chosen ones, star seeds, divine masculines, divine feminines, divinely favored individuals. Make sure you tap all the way in. Yeah, you know the deal. Divine readings, divine messages being relayed to the collective worldwide, right here on the Glacier Mountain Comics YouTube studios, where it's not too late to donate. That's right, you can send donos my way via paypal.me/glacier8888, paypal.me/glacier8888. Yeah, welcome to this new era, this new age, spearheaded by the Glacier. Welcome, hail, and welcome to the Ice Age. Yeah, off the backs of creators like me, during this new era, this new age, the funny books will catch a second wind. There will be a renaissance. Comic books will rise again. Mangaka, your anime and your manga and the byproduct, weebs and weebery. You had a good little run. I enjoyed many of the things you've put out, but everybody knows the anime, the manga is getting redundant. The tables are turning, the pendulum is swinging back the other way. We will remind you that the West is superior, the West is supreme, and comic books will rise again. Yeah, and you can help us get our debut IP out to the world. Half of it is complete, 60 pages, issue 1 of HEADZ, paid for by the Glacier. Now we gotta get issue 2 done, so we can get our hardback debut IP out to the world. HEADZ, the Gun Fu, the Gun Fu supernatural super Sentai rom-com of the ages. Through my work, I will effect mass awakening, mass change on a global scale, worldwide, yeah. And you can help us today by donating via paypal.me/glacier8888, yeah. Collective, they want to keep fucking with us, these gremlins, these demons, these haters, these low vibrational, negative individuals. Keep trying the collective. We got one question for ya. What's up with that? Yeah, collective, make sure you tap all the way in. You know the deal. Here on the Glacier Mountain Comics YouTube studios, divine messages, divine readings being relayed to the collective worldwide. Tap all the way in. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy myself playing some UFC 4. I'm gonna use my fighter IQ, my ring octagon IQ, and I'm gonna try to fight like I would fight in real life. Yeah, let's fucking go. It's Big Glacier. Fuck they talking about? Yeah, first stop, iron in the soul. Yeah, let's go, big bro, King Jabez. Yeah.
Go live. We'll see. Chosen men, women, check this out. They want to be you. I know that sounds like an arrogant thing to say, but people, they want the attention, the presence that you have, the influence you have over people, just in real life, the aura you have. So they want to be you, but they lack the aura and the rare anointing that you have. So let's tap in right away about this idea of having a rare anointing. You have been given a treasure by the Most High that everyone doesn't have. And so one of your biggest battles will be trying to protect that. People want to literally steal that gift right from you. And this is why destiny swamp. This is why sabotage is a thing. This is why energy vampires is a thing. This is just different ways of speaking on the reality of illegally accessing the spirit realm to bring harm to people. That's just a long way of saying going different ways to get power. See, witchcraft is essentially power, it's not an authority. Right? Magic can be power, it's not an authority of the Most High. So people are trying to find different ways to kind of take from you. Does it make sense? And with a chosen man, let me tap into that. I know some of you witches and warlocks mad now. What you have to do as a chosen man or woman is to understand that. Okay, I've said it very clearly. Spirits have been teaching men and women for a long time how to work enchantments and spells and witchcraft. This stuff is real. And they're trying to find ways around your gift, around your anointing, and trying to pinch off of your gift. Because when they see that treasure, it has value. They see the power. They see the gift. They see that you have a lot of power. And it's undeniable. And so what they would do, what people would do is either A, try to take the gift and use it for their advantage to exploit. So to take the beautiful woman, that's the advantage, to exploit you, that's what people do.
Dude, why does it keep muting?
For their advantage, to take the shrimp. And so what they would do, what people would do is either A, try to take the gift and use it for their advantage to exploit you. That's what people do all the time. So to take the beautiful woman, let's tap in, and to use it for their advantage, to take the strength of a man and to use it for their benefit. People are always stealing the gifts of people. Rather than letting you use it for yourself and to flourish and to grow and to prosper, they want to come and steal. So they literally think if they can dress like you, if they can emulate your mannerisms and try to talk a certain way, try to look a certain way, because this is people level. If I can get, then this is why you have so many women online wearing the same outfits too, by the way. If I could, I know we're coming. If I can wear this outfit, and if I can have the same hairstyle and use similar ideas and wording, I can get the same results. And when they don't get there, they're wondering why. It's because you don't have the gift. You see, we live in this era because of social media. Everyone believes they can just copy and paste. And this is one reason why I like the streaming idea. I like that, honestly. Because with the streaming, you can literally get online and be yourself. You can't fake an image for an hour or two, my boy. Sis, you hear me? You cannot fake aura or presence or mic skills or knowledge or charisma or whatever it may be for hours, every day.
Yeah.
So when you have men and women now, and I like this new era. I'm not saying I like everything about streaming. I don't. I'm not saying I like everything about it. I don't, because sometimes it can get into left field and get weird, and we know all that, right? But I like the idea of men and women being able to get behind a mic and show who they really are to the world.
Yeah.
And have a real conversation, show your real personality and presence, show yourself. And I think that is when you can see who has the aura, who doesn't. Who has the gifting in them, who doesn't. And this is deeper than just streaming. This is about life in general. This is why some of you are running into problems at your job, because when people see your presence, they feel intimidated. They feel threatened. They can see that you're more qualified than them. And this is why often, let me just drop this science real quick. This is why people who are least qualified are often promoted at jobs. They will promote a person less qualified than you because they're not threatened by them. You will find yourself under a person that you are clearly superior to in almost every category. And they are doing this to you, bro, sis, because they fear you. So when you have this rare presence and rare anointing, you have to sometimes step back and create your own lane. That's what that means. Whenever you are finding, and I saw this online, this is a perfect way of putting this, whenever you find yourself lost and just being attacked in the crowd, it's because you're meant to be on stage. A lot of you are not supposed to be in a crowd. You can't blend in. When you're in a crowd, it's obviously they look around, man. They make them uncomfortable because they realize they're measuring themselves against you. So they're instantly uncomfortable. It's an imbalance there. There's a frequency you're on, a frequency you're on. And so you're in this crowd that you don't belong in. You're in this town, let me talk to you, that you don't belong in. You're at this job that you don't belong in. You're in this relationship that you may not belong in, bro, sis. And so whenever you get to a place where it's a clear imbalance, that's going to create friction. That's going to create confusion. That's going to create an unrest. Because you have an aura and a presence that they can't quite handle. But let me take this time now to drop it to you from this perspective. Let me read some basic theology. Let's tap in from a theological perspective on the multifacets of a man and a woman. Let's check this out. Man, woman is like a diamond with many facets. These facets are not separate entities, yet they reflect various aspects of the whole. They may serve similar or overlapping functions, yet they are distinguishable. There are no parts that are aspects, they are facets, faces of a whole. So let's tap in with the soul. Boom. In its most basic sense, the Hebrew word means life. It designates man's original created as a living being, a soul, as well as other forms of life. Notice also Exodus 21:23. This is the sense in which the English word speaks of an individual soul. All right. So the soul also is the center of various spiritual and emotional experiences of mankind. This includes sympathy, despair, bitterness, hate, love, and grief. And this is why people want you to sell your soul. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and to lose his soul, who you are? People lose themselves out here in this world, trying to be somebody else. And you lose your identity, your makeup, your mind, your perspective on life, what you actually love, what your actual opinion is about something, having a view on life and having a perspective. So people see who you are and they want that confidence that you have. They want that creativity that you have. For the ladies, they crave that attention from men that you get. Well, you're not even trying. You're just living your life. Ladies, it'd be women who are not even really looking for the attention, be the ones who get it. Because they're just walking in their presence. They're just living their life. They're not really seeking it. You can tell, ladies, you got back me up on this one, when a woman is just chasing it. A man can tell that. It's like obviously looking for attention. You know, we have radars like women have radars, and it's nothing for ladies to just be a beautiful woman, mind her business, and she just it almost commands her respect or her presence. And when people see that you have that, this is when they come with the cold looks and the weird vibes and the jealousy and trying to project their evil perspective onto you. So because they have a problem with you, now they gotta act like you arrogant, now they gotta act like you got a problem, they gotta act like you're somebody that makes them uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable because of yourself. You're uncomfortable because you're not developing yourself. Let me talk to you. You are uncomfortable because you're not spending time doing your shadow work. You're not meditating. You're not praying. You're not in the gym. You're not reading books. You're not getting up each day being proactive and grinding to make sure you have some money to take care of your business. So you're not on your stuff. So when people are not on their stuff, and you are, they want to project the negativity onto you. And what you have to do, you have to step back, remove yourself, and assess what's going on. They want, and it sounds like everything is to say, but the truth is, some people want to be you. They want to try to remove who you are. They want to be you and act like somehow you're copying them. This is the game people play. They want to be you. It's an obsession that is weird. And when they can't do it, That's when the sabotage starts. That's when they want to do the gossip. And now they have to work overtime to now change how other people see you. I've always told you that's the game in the first place. Their biggest problem is how other people see you. And they want that respect. They want that acknowledgement. They want that aura. They want that leadership ability that they don't have. Because the truth is, everybody can't be a leader. And that's okay, by the way, too. Everyone can't stand out. Everyone can't rally the troops. And when you have the ability to do that, whether that be online or whether it be in a job as a leader, as a manager, as a director, as a boss, everyone can't be the boss. Some men and women are made to be the boss, period. Everybody can't be the king. Everyone can't be the queen. That's not how life works. But when you have that, that makes them jealous. So, that's all I have for you today. God bless. Peace.
Yeah. All right, collective. First divine reading, divine message of the day. Let's double back. Go back to Iron and the Soul. And continue on. Let's see. Alright, let's go with this one.
Heights are afraid of me. Find your fun again. Ships, am I right? Carnival is calling.
Folks like the channel, the Iron and Soul. For those who want to talk to me, I'm currently offering consultations, but tapping in with people for the last 2 weeks straight. Let's get to work. Today's video is entitled, Chosen. It is time to hide yourself. The world is under a great delusion. Chosen men, chosen woman, it is time to hide yourself. The world, the culture, the people all over the earth are under this great delusion. So let's tap in today and talk about what I mean by that. And I guess it would be wise for me to begin right away by stating what I don't mean by that statement. So what I mean by that, I'm not saying that you shouldn't connect. I am all for connection. I am all for networking when you can, going to conferences, going to meetings, classes, the gym, work, having a mentor, a coach. I'm all for connection. So let me make it clear out the gate, I'm not stating that. I'm not saying that you should be isolated from everybody. So we're definitely over there. Okay, let me tell you. But what I am saying is that it comes a point in your journey as you grow where you have to hide from a lot of people. Let me explain. I don't mean you're hiding because you are afraid of these people. I don't mean you're hiding because you think you are better than these people. You are hiding because these people, whoever it may be, see you growing. They see the growth, they see the work, they see the glow. They see what you're doing. More importantly, they can even see the potential better than you can. So they can also see where this may go. And because of that, like I've said before, I will say again because it's a word in season for you. Because of that, their admiration is turning into jealousy. What was admiration is turning into competition. Let's tap in. I know you're ready for me today. Come on now. This is day 19. I'm tapped in. I said all month, right? I meant that. Oh, y'all to the 28th. Every day. You hear me? Song and everything. Let's get to work. They admired you at one point. You were their boy at one point. You were, you was big sis. All that type of stuff, right? Big bro. And somewhere along the line in their journey, they begin to take offense to your success. You see, there are people who think that your success is an affront to them. They believe that by you winning that somehow they are losing. And if you can do it, why can't I do it? How is he getting these opportunities? How is he getting these endorsements? How is she getting that model opportunity? How does she get that man? Come on, you know, ladies are. Come on, women, talk to me. How she get that man? I look better than she look. And you probably do, but the guy's with her. Okay? That's how that works. And so it turns into this, how did you get that type of scenario? Because a lot of people, low-key and sometimes high-key, for whatever reason, think they're better than you. It's that simple. In their mind, I'm better than you. And when you begin to show them that's false, by action, by progress, by growth, oh, now it's problem. And so now they gotta go out there way now in their mind, in their evil mind, to put you in your place. Because you're doing too much. What do you think you are? So they gotta find ways to bring you down to size. You are flying at a frequency that they think is too high for you. So you have people who want to clip your wings. Let me talk to you. Let me give it to you straight. You have people who want to mess up your energy. Because everything is based on energy, frequency, vibration, according to Nikola Tesla. So they want to get your energy all messed up, have you uncomfortable. Come on now. And you don't know why you're uncomfortable. They start manifesting the characteristic of a demon. And one of the main characteristics, class, this is class now, right, of a demon is harassment. Demons like to harass. And people who are influenced, I know you're uncomfortable now. Don't you squirming? What you squirming at C4? Well, listen to this message. People who are influenced, inspired, sometimes led by, sometimes possessed by demons, like to harass people. So that tells me that they have a problem with your peace. You gotta watch people. Come on now, talk to me, ladies, men. You gotta watch people who don't want you to be at peace. Come on, talk to me. This day 19. We tapped in night. I gave y'all 19 videos. Come on now. Say, big bro, we with you. Day 19. There are people who are uncomfortable when you're at peace. When they can tell that you are happy, they want to, kind of like they want to rain on your picnic. And as crazy as that sounds, there are people just like that. And you know people like that. And sometimes people like that are your own family.
Hi, we're Charity Water. If we lost you at Charity, we get it. Give us a moment to change your mind. At Charity Water, we're known for telling great stories, but we're big believers in numbers too. Like this one, 703 million. That's how many people worldwide currently live without access to clean, safe drinking water. As a result, 4,400 lives will be lost today, and again tomorrow, and the day after that. It's a big problem, massive, really, but we know we can solve it. To do that, we need to make every penny count, which means when you donate $1, exactly $1 goes to water projects where they're needed most. Not 83 cents on the dollar, not even 99 cents. The whole dollar. No fine print, no hit.
I saw a post today over on Instagram. And this guy was talking about this very thing. We got to stop telling people, you know that is your mama. You know that is your daddy. You know that is your brother. You know that is your sister. You know that is your aunt. And what we're saying is because this person is related to you, I want you to continue to open yourself up to their views. Hello, somebody. That's what they're saying when they say something like that. Because this person is your family, I want you to continue to open up your mind and spirit to their verbal abuse. Come on. To their condescending way of speaking to you. To their, at times, their hate. Come on. Their regrets about what they didn't do with their life. Because sometimes parents look at their kids and regret what they didn't do with themselves. Sometimes mama hate them. I know y'all, I know that. I said that. Yes, this is my channel. I said what I want to say. This is my channel. Sometimes mama's a hater. I'm talking to you, mama. If you sit back and you want to hate mamas, shame on you. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Some of you mamas are haters. Some of you daddies are haters. Hating on your own son, hating on your own daughter. That's weird. You know that's weird? But you got people out there like that. You got men and women who be hating on their own son and daughter. That happens. So, for what that's worth for this video, my purpose of saying all that is this. Just because somebody's related to you doesn't mean you have to open yourself up to their harassment. Just because someone is related to you, family, doesn't mean you have to be subject, you have to be their servant. I'm not your servant, I'm not your slave, because we're related. Let's get that straight today. That part. And that's what we're talking about in this video. So, the reason you have to hide yourself, let's tap into the second part of this now. That's the first part. Second part of this, that's one. This is two. Second part of that title of this video is that the world is under this great delusion. The truth is, ladies and men, a lot of people are delusional. A lot of people thinking there's something that they're not. And when they see a person who is, then the jealousy comes out, then the hate and the weird activity because you are delusional. Because you go to the gym a few times does not make you Larry Wills. Let's just be real. And because a person records a few songs doesn't mean you're at the top of the food chain with people who've been doing it at a certain level. Because you are doing anything that you see someone else on social media do, doesn't mean we're the same. Just because we're on the same platform, I'm not the same as Denzel Washington. I am not delusional. I'm not Denzel. You hear me? So just because somebody's on the same platform doing some similar things, we are not the same. And I understand that. I understand that. There are levels to this game. And there are people, there are men who are at a higher level than I am. I'm okay with that. That's the way the world works. That's reality. But a person who is delusional has a problem when they see someone who is of a higher rank than them. Have a problem when they see someone who has more respect than them, because it's just the way life works. Right? A person who may be more achieved than you. That's delusion. So when people are under this delusion, this is creating all the stuff we see on social media. This is why we're seeing these fights every day. This is why we're seeing people constantly bumping heads and all the violence. That's where all this violence is coming from. All this violence coming from all these men and women who are frustrated because they have to face the reality that they're not who they think they are. And when that happens, people can't take it. When people begin to see they're not what they think they are, and they see somebody who is, you gotta hide. Because they won't be able to take your success. They won't be able to handle when doors open for you. Come on, let's talk today. They will get jealous when you're beginning to get elevated and begin to get promotion and to get more wealth and to get more influence and to get more clout and to go up. Bottom line, when you start going up and they're not, you have to hide. So I'm not saying to dim your light, because I know some of you can't wait to come and say, I'm not dimming my light, nobody. I didn't say dim your light. I know you can't wait to say that. That's not what I'm saying. You can't dim light nobody, by the way. That part. If it's in you, you're going to shine. And the darker it is, the brighter your light's going to shine. That part. So because you are a bright light in a dark spot, sometimes you got to move around. They can't handle it. They like gremlins. Come on now, gremlins don't like the light. You ever seen move gremlins? The light come on and gremlins start scattering. Gremlins don't like light. You got some super gremlins out there. Gremlin men, gremlin women. Gremlin. They can't handle it. They like gremlins. Come on now, gremlins don't like the light.
Like what?
You ever seen move gremlins? The light come on and gremlins start scattering.
Ooh, skedaddle.
Gremlins don't like light.
Yeah, I am.
You got some super gremlins out there. Gremlin men, gremlin women. Gremlins. Some of y'all watching. Gremlins. Can't stand to see somebody shine. Can't stand to see somebody grow. Can't stand to see a man get a better physique. Can't stand to see a woman improve her shape. Can't stand to see a woman get her head done, nice outfit, heels. Can't stand to see a man get some more money in his pocket. Gremlin. You're a gremlin. So you see that light, you start wanting to do something crazy, bring some weird energy to that space. And what the gremlins did, they destroyed, they brought torture, torment at times, they brought a negative energy. And that is a picture right there of what people like this do. When they see your light, when they see your glow, when they see you start to shine, make some moves. You haven't even made a lot of moves, you just begin to make some moves. You understand? You haven't got where you're going yet. You're not even there yet. And they're already uncomfortable. You're just on your way up, and they already hate you. So, in other words, you're not even up here. You're trying to get there. They see you taking a step, and they right there trying to bring you down as you're trying to fall. Crabs. Right? As you try to go up, here come the crabs in the barrel. That's real. The crab in the barrel mentality is real with a lot of people. Because a lot of people can't escape. They can't escape, brother, the rat race. They can't escape the matrix. And when you do, or when they perceive that you are, they are right there to bring you down because they can't take it. So before you come to my comment section and say, I'm not dimming my light for anybody, please don't put that in my comment section, because I'm not telling you to do that. Because you can't dim it nobody. You can't dim light. It's on you. So because you can't dim your light, you have to hide. What do I mean by hide? That mean hide your light? No. I mean you have to remove yourself from certain people. You have to move strategic. That's what I mean by that. Let me make it plain. You have to be careful how you spend your time, who you share what with, okay? You may even have to change your gym time sometimes. You may have to change the gyms you go to. You may have to change the you know, if you're doing music or you're doing photos. Ladies, people start hitting on you. You may have to bounce around to different photographers. You may have to violate some different petitions, ladies. That's just how people are. Once you start feeling that weird energy, move around. Find you another beautician. Find you another hairstyle. Find you another tattoo artist. Find you another business partner. Find you another job. Okay? Find another city. Move. So what am I saying? We have to be people who are not afraid to make a move. When the energy get weird, let me make it plain, when the energy gets weird, and you know it is, before it gets too bad, just move around. And this is one of the mistakes I made in my life, to be honest. This is me being transparent now. Is me at times staying somewhere too long. Because I want to be a good person, and because I want to have pure intentions and all that, and that's the mistake I made. Staying some places too long. Whereas now, I'm wise now, but the energy weird, I'm gone. Deuces. Life is too short. You hear me? I ain't got time for you. You don't like me, don't want to be around me, and you want to bring that weird energy too. I got going on. Oh, no, sir. No, ma'am. No, thank you. You can keep that. Okay, keep that over there. Go. Who said that? Nipsey said that. Go over there with that. Go over there with that, my boy, sis. I don't want the part of negative energy. That hate and that jealousy and it got me uncomfortable now. Because I'll be honest with you, when you're around people like that, it makes you uncomfortable. As a human, you can feel that vibe. The vibe be off. And you sit there with this weird energy, and what the weird energy really is just hate, malice, strife, don't like you, feel a way about you for whatever reason, right? Whatever got to get on the head, okay? And so when that becomes the case, move around. That's exactly what I mean. So when I say chosen, let me make it clear so you don't make any mistakes with this message. Hide yourself. This is not to say to dim your light, because I know some of you can't wait to say that. That's not what I'm saying, because I'm not dimming my light. Nobody. I didn't say that. So just stop. Quit being a one track mind. Stop there. Get past that. Okay? I know you got that line in your head. You go say it 10 times. I mean, just being honest today. So don't say that. So what I am saying is that let your light shine. Be you. Be your best. Do your best. But do your best around the right people. That's what I'm saying. Be your best version around the right people. And when you feel that weird energy, move around. Hide yourself. Because people who are in delusion do not like you. Simple. And when you realize that and you go forward, you will never be the same. So, ladies, men, I think I gave you something today. I think this will work for you. You need to hear that. Some of you heard tonight, need to hear this message. It's time for you to start separating yourself. Hide from wrong people. Get around the right people. Let me drop that as I close. So, that's what I have for you today. This is your big bro, King Jabez. God bless. Peace.
Yeah, alright. Let's get the third divine reading, divine message by Iron and the Soul, King Jabez, and then we'll move on to other.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you. If you want to earn double miles on United flights so work trips can pay for fun trips,
I like fun.
then you should probably have a United Explorer card.
I want that.
This one's mine.
What's up, YouTube? This is your big bro, King Jabez, back to say another very important message. Please subscribe to my channel. Like this video, share this video, leave a comment, Let me know what you think about my content. Follow me. Facebook, The Iron and Soul. IG, The King Jabez. For those who want to talk to me one-on-one, I'm currently offering consultations. Whatever you do, I will appreciate it. We're working. This is day 20 of our 28-day series. Kept my word. We've dropped lives. We've done videos. Did a song on Tuesday, the 17th. Go tap in with that song. Streaming on all platforms. Trap Angel. Let's get to it. We're working. Chosen men, women. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing. Silence is golden when you are dealing with certain individuals. Yes, words are powerful. Words can break spells, curses. Words can open doors. They can activate. They give us guidance, wisdom, knowledge, instruction, etc. There are so many great and powerful things come from words. Matter of fact, our ability to have words and to communicate and have intelligence is what makes us like the Most High. Birds and animals and different species all over the earth cannot communicate in the way that we can with God directly. So words are very powerful. However, with all the power behind words, there is a time when their power is in silence. By removing your energy, you tell people that you're done playing with them. Your silence says, I'm not the one to play with. Your silence says, I'm on to you. I have figured you out. I read you. And this is how I'm coming. No words. And I tell you, when you do that, this is when they realize that they made a mistake. So with this video, I want to challenge you to remove your energy when it's clear to you that your presence is not welcome. When people don't honor your presence, respond to that by silence or distance. Silence when you have to deal with them temporarily, right? You withhold your energy by silence. People get it. You withhold attention. We're not going to be sitting here kiki, hee hee, and ha ha. I'm not going to joke with you. I'm basically, I'm a nice person. I speak about myself now. Kind, diplomatic. I know how to talk to people. But once I sense this disrespect and you play on me, militant. Big bro, I could be I'm probably the most kind, militant person you're going to ever meet in your life. I can be kind, nice, encouraging, and that's who I am. But I can also shut you down. Once I sense that disrespect and you playing with me, we done. I do not play. And I think there's a time for that. There's a time for laughter, communication, dialogue, unity, having conversations, right? And there's a time when your energy says no contact. And I believe when we do that, people who cross that line understand they've messed up. People who cross the line understand they disrespected you. They understand you also are intelligent enough to see what they are doing. People like to act like you don't get it. And they want you to act like you don't get what they're doing. So we're not going to do that. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't get that you're trying to play games with me. I'm going to let you know that. Not about having a conversation. Because if I have the conversation, it gives you the space to lie and play my face even more. We're not doing that either. I'm not going to give you the room to play with me. So I'm going to just shut you down, remove my energy, rechannel the energy to something more productive, and get away from you. And when we do that, we leave with our honor. We leave with our dignity intact. Right? No matter what you do, I challenge you to have dignity and self-respect. I like to joke around and play. This is a serious talk. This is me saying as your big brother. Ladies, men, be kind, be approachable, be diplomatic. But when the time comes, don't play with nobody. There's a time when there's no games, no jokes. This is strictly business. You're playing with the wrong one. I'm not trying to be funny, but respectfully, go play with your mama. Because this is not that. And there has to be, and there's a time for everything. Being chosen, being spiritual, being godly, being righteous does not mean to be weak. Let's be clear. There's a time when you have to be firm. The Most High himself is referred to as a man of war. That's scripture. So there's a time when even the Most High himself is done playing. Go read the Bible clearly. The Most High didn't have attitude in the Old Testament. It's not like somehow the Most High had an attitude and he just all of a sudden now became nice. No. That's not how it works. God, who is love, kind, generous, all of that, also at times he wasn't playing no games. God had Moses said, do not play with me. And if you don't believe that, go read the Bible again carefully. You missed that part. Some of y'all missed that part. I don't know why. Y'all think God's just all fun and games. No, it's not. No, it's not. There are times when God is like, yeah, once you do that, that's that. Final authority. So, I'm not going to keep you. I want to have a short, direct message on this Friday evening. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your time off for those who are working a job. But just give you something to have in the back of your mind as you kind of like, I know sometimes for those of you who work on a weekend, you like to reflect, think about your week. So this is just like an evening meditation for you. Be kind. This is for all working people. Be professional. Be diplomatic. Take care of your business. All of that. But make people respect you. And at times, the only way to make people respect you is to, and at that point, they understand clearly they have messed up with the wrong person. And that can earn you respect. That can earn you, and then they're going to have to switch how they talk to you too. They're going to have to switch gears, and basically that silence is going to force them to get themselves together. This is your big bro, King Jabez. God bless. Thanks for listening. Peace.
My name is Anthony Constantino, and I built Sticker Mule by moving very, very quickly. I created thousands of jobs.
Ooh, hello.
Alright, collective, tap all the way in. If you're new to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment, and remember to subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified each and every time we go LIVE live. Yeah, you know the deal. Tarot, divine readings, divine revelations, divine messages being relayed to the collective worldwide, 144,000 light workers, chosen ones, star seeds, divinely favored individuals, divine masculines, divine feminines. Make sure you tap all the way in. Salute, I see you. And now with the next divine message of the day, brought to us by Meg, the Draconic Priestess. And here we go. Collective, tap all the way in. Yeah. And don't forget, it's never too late to donate. You can send donos my way. Help us get our debut IP out to the world. Yeah. The world hungers for it. The world awaits the arrival of the Ice Age, the new era, this new age, where the funny books will have a second wind, a renaissance. Comic books will rise again. Help us get our debut IP out to the world. SLED, the supernatural, gun fu, Super Sentai rom-com. 60 pages, issue 1, done and in the can. We're looking to begin production on issue 2, and you can help today by donating via paypal.me/Glacier 8888. Yeah. Hail and welcome to the Ice Age.
Oh, hello everybody, welcome and welcome back to the channel. Let's get another message for you guys to see what it is that y'all need to hear at the moment. As always, take what resonates and discard the motherfucking rest. So let's see what's happening in the ether, shall we? Spirit kept giving me the topic the topic of how people are currently perceiving you. And what did come through immediately was people's perception of you is that you can get them ahead in life. So I don't know if this is going to be like a little bit of a warning or just a little bit of a pick-me-up. But people perceive you to be like this master manifester or someone that can get them ahead. Like, you know the steps that's needed in order to get from A to B to C. Okay, so People do perceive you as someone who's very knowledgeable. You have an intellectual talent, or you just have a knowledge of pattern recognition, or just connecting the dots, like connecting the dots and problem solving and critical thinking in order to get from where they are to where they want to go. Now, I don't know if you provide them with financial support, intellectual support, emotional support. There's some sort of support cushion here that you provide people, and they perceive you to be someone who is a good person to have in their corner when it comes to accomplishing their goals. So, with that being said, darling, let's see how people are perceiving you at the moment. Mercury, intellectual talent, and then we have the first house. You make people feel good about themselves with Taurus energy here. You make people feel confident. We have the Sun, Neptune. Perhaps you take people's rose-colored glasses off of their face when it comes to the second house. So when it comes to achieving their goals, you approach things in a practical way, but yet spiritual. There's a balance here. It's giving temperance energy. Okay, so you do approach things in a very balanced way. You have a knack for translating intuition and spirituality into an intellectual property. So you have this really good way of making things that don't make sense, make them make sense. Okay? Especially with Gemini and Pisces here. People perceive you to be someone they can come to for like a confidence boost, or just a no bullshit, this is what you need to do type of thing. With that first house too, I feel like people might project onto you as well, because the first house rising sign, right? So people might project their idea or their image of who you are. So I feel like once they get to know you, or once people start talking to you, they get a little bit like of a mini tower moment. They're kind of shocked at what comes out of your mouth. So people might perceive you at first glance, or just at first, as being someone who's a little bit of a no, don't be offended, but a ditz. Or just someone who doesn't obtain the knowledge or the wherewithal that you do. Okay. But you do have this knack for translating intuition into something intellectual, or something that the average bear can understand. Okay? Now, yeah, they do view you as someone who's extremely wise, especially with Gemini and Mercury here. You're someone who's very articulate. People perceive you to be someone who is very well-spoken, well-cultured, articulate, poised even. Someone who views themselves in high regard. With the second house in Taurus here, it is given Venusian, so people do view you as someone who's very beautiful, not only on the outside, but you're very beautiful on the inside as well. You have a beautiful way of articulating things. Now, I don't know if you guys write poems or stories or like cards. The way you write cards, you have this knack for it. Like, it's very poetic. You have a way with words or stringing stories along. Okay, you guys could be good storytellers. Sitting by the campfire type energy. Okay, maybe kids love it when you read them bedtime stories. I don't know if you add your own flair into story time, or into whatever it is that you do, but people perceive you to be very articulate. Okay, and very confident as well. We have the 12th house here. So spiritual, people are perceiving you to be very spiritual or very mysterious. You keep things hidden. Okay. You're one for spiritual development in others. So this can look like a lot of different things, whether you support their intuition or translate their own intuition. Some of you guys could be dream interpreters. People perceive you to be as someone that they can come to translate things that don't make sense. You have a really good way of making things that don't make sense, okay? People perceive you to be someone who can read their mind. We do have subconscious mind here, so their deepest, darkest secrets, these are secrets that they are not really aware of themselves. So people perceive you to be someone who can do the digging. It's giving problem solving and critical thinking, but it's giving it where someone may not be aware of something, but yet you allow them to become aware of it, if that's making sense. You can read their deepest, darkest thoughts or their deepest, darkest fantasies. They do view you or perceive you to be someone who's very spiritual, but not only spiritual, you're smart, okay? It's almost like you know what to reveal and you know what to keep hidden. Right, get out of there, okay? You're someone who's very compassionate. Now, some people might perceive you to be somebody who's very forgiving, that they can come at you with, you would give them multiple chances, or perhaps you have given people multiple chances, and you have a level of compassion and forgiveness within you, where some people might even try and step on your toes a little bit, but you do have this like Aries energy, because we have it at the bottom, where, you know, there's only so many chances that you'll give people, okay? So I don't know if people found out the hard way that you're not as forgiving as they perceived you to be, but yeah. You're very healing. You can see things that most people cannot, especially within their own mind. It's very odd. So I don't know if you guys have mediumship abilities in detecting ailments. Okay, there's something here about you being able to see discrepancies within energetic signatures that most people can't, within the body, mind, soul, and emotional body. Okay, some of you guys could be mediums in that way. How do people perceive? We have Pisces, very spiritual. Okay, and then we have the second house. You have the Raina. Now's not the time to play, baby. Okay, let me just go give her some ice cubes. Alrighty then. So yes, Pisces energy. We have 12th house and Pisces, so that is very heavy. You have the ability to solve mysteries, kind of like Nazi Drew. Okay. People perceive you to be someone who's very imaginative, but you're problem-solving, critical thinking, imaginative. Does that make sense? You can create solutions for very complex situations using your imagination. And the fact that you guys are master manifestors, you can get those solutions with your critical thinking and your imaginative skills. Okay? You have a way of doing what has not been done before, and people perceive you to be otherworldly, a little bit hidden, like reading between the lines, and your energy would be the one in between said lines, okay? People perceive you to be very magical, elemental, dreamy. There's this rose. Okay, so people do perceive you to be, they do put you on a pedestal a little bit. It's romanticized. A lot of people perceive you to be someone who is this abstract figure, not of this world. 11th house Aquarius is coming through. Uranus type energy, okay? Very otherworldly, outlandish, out there, especially when it comes to your intellectual properties. Like, you have a way, your imagination works in a very mercurial type way. Okay, let me try and make this make sense, bitch. Okay. You can put It's almost giving me conspiracy theories. Like, you can put a conspiracy and then make it logical or factual. Okay? It's a very unique and intricate type energy that I'm in right now. Like, I'm feeling it. Very, like, it's making me smile because it's very smart. Like, it's very, it's very, unique. Okay, unique. So I can say, with that first house and people and this Piscean rose-colored glasses romanticizing type energy, people do perceive you to be this almost like someone that you would never get to meet, like a celebrity, but not like a celebrity, like an alien. Like, you would never in a lifetime get to meet something like that. And I say something because people like to put this lens on you that you are this magical, mystical fairy that is able to take very complex situations and make them simple. And not only do you do that, but you can actually physically ground that energy. So a lot of people want you in their corner because they perceive you to be someone who can get them from A to Z real quick. Or in a way that is very, it makes a good story. You feel me? It's not just a boring way of getting to A to B. You create this fantasy, this fun journey that they can either go on or they've been on since they met you. Okay? Let's see here. Angelic. You're very angelic too. There could be something here about feathers. People perceive you to be very angelic. A mystic. A priestess or a priest. We have the 5th house too, so very passionate, and Gemini. So people perceive you to be very passionate about what you talk about. Okay?
You are a child of God. He's your father. He knows you perfectly. He loves you perfectly.
Very charismatic. When you speak, when you talk, even your gestures, like a lot of you guys have many facial gestures, or you just talk a lot with your hands. People perceive you to be very, very charismatic, especially when you talk. Okay? You're very entertaining. You're very creative. Like I said, you can get to A to Z in a very charismatic, creative, and very entertaining way. You make something that is perceived to be really boring and that people don't really want to do. You make it very fun, creative, entertaining, performative. Like, you're very eccentric that way. You can make the most boring, like say you go grocery shopping, you can make the most boring thing very fun, and people perceive you to be that way. Like, you'll always find creative solutions to people's problems and make it fun for them so that they actually want to solve those problems. You know what I'm saying? It's very unique. How do people perceive the collective with this 12th house here? Chair filled, so someone new entering your life. Okay. So people perceive you to be very fated. Like, it was fated for them to meet you. It was destined, it was... But see, most people don't believe in that. Or at least until they met you, they don't believe in it. So there's something here about your energy that does feel destined, fated, because there are not very many people like you, collective. Okay? You bring something very unique into people's lives, and and they meet you in such a weird way that it feels like fate. Okay? And the way that you can articulate what they don't know feels fated as well. It's like, how can you, like, I never thought of that, or how did you know that, or there's an aspect to that. This is why people perceive you to be like some sort of angel, some sort of guide, something otherworldly or extraordinary. And a lot of people do romanticize this, so you might have a lot of people that perceive you to be, you know, their soulmate or twin flame, that type of vibe. Okay, there's a lot of people that romanticize you, collective. Okay, but yeah, we have love, deep affection, and caring. Yeah, there's this compassionate, empathetic, You feel the emotions that people either don't realize that they were feeling or couldn't put it into words. That's what I'm saying. You have this weird way, I shouldn't say weird, actually it's very eccentric. You have this way of communicating. You link your intuition with your intellect very well. I don't know if you have prominent Mercury placements and 8th house, 12th house placements, but you might have prominent Virgo as well. You have your organizational skills of thoughts. It's almost like you can compartmentalize people's emotions with their intellect, so they can make it make sense. They can connect the dots on their own. Okay? This is a very cool energy. Let me just tell you, y'all my people, bitch. Y'all my fucking people. Because this energy is fun and I can fucks with it. You know? What's this Pisces energy here? Yeah, listen, peace and harmony. So people perceive you to be very cleansing. With the wind chimes, there's something here about your voice being very cleansing. Okay, 3rd house at Gemini, Virgo energy. Okay, that Mercury. When you speak, people feel calm. I don't know, your voice literally is like this. Some of you might sing, but your voice, you command things into existence. Like when you talk, it's like a command, and it heals people. It clears the energy. So some of you guys could be singers. What's her name? He has a little pan thing. They're on YouTube, but she sings and then he plays the guitar, or he pans it. But she's got a beautiful voice. You know what's also coming up is Aurora. Okay? She's coming through too. So your voice is very angelic. Okay? It has a way of clearing away negative thinking. There's a lot here about calming the mind. Like, people perceive you to be somebody who can ease their mind. Now, that song, DJ, play that song for me. When we were in love. So what song is that? Ease My Mind by Skrillex? Anyways, there is something here about your voice and being able to cleanse away or make people feel at ease. Could be what you say, it could be your singing, it could be anything with your voice, like just your words, the way you articulate and string words together. It's very calming, and it brings peace into people's lives. I could see why people romanticize you, collective. You bring something that stimulates the motherfucking mind, okay? You're very mentally stimulating. And because you're very mentally stimulating, you stimulate the emotions. And that is what gets the energy going. This is why people perceive you to be somebody that can bring good things into their life, because you get all the right thoughts and emotions going within them, and then they end up manifesting, even though they don't know that they're manifesting. They don't know that they're using Hermetic law or the universal law, because you have this element, you have this like sacred trickster energy. Huh? Yes, you do. You have this way of tricking people into thinking that something is very logical, but really it's very spiritual. All right? Yeah, you're very smart. Very smart. We also have the Stored K, news of a new business or new business opportunity, or birth of a new business opportunity. What did I say about you bringing things in, opportunities for people? You can get from A to B in a very creative, sacred trickster type of way. People perceive you to be the one to go to when they need a solution. Okay? You provide opportunity, and it feels fated. Something new is entering your life. New. There's this newness to you. So people perceive you to be someone who can bring something new into their reality, into their life, make it interesting. And I'll tell you this, when you leave somebody's life, it is definitely felt, because they cannot find that again. This is why people perceive you to be somebody who is very otherworldly, very fated and destined, and they feel like you met them, or you met them, or they met you at the precise moment that they needed you. Okay? What's this 5th house? I could talk all day in this energy, let me tell you. 5th house. Older woman, you're very wise. Okay? You could be older. Your soul feels older. Old but young, okay? So you might be older, collective. Okay? And the 5th house is inner child energy. So you might have an old soul but feel young. Does that make sense? It's very contradicting. You might be very intellectually talented, but yet you feel deeply. So there's logic and there's empathy. There's old, ancient wisdom, yet a very fun, free-spirited person. You're very contradicting, just like the
hot, crispy filet of fish. You either love it or you haven't tried it yet.
Get a filet of fish or 10-piece McNuggets. Get 2 for $6 and add $1.39 any size soft drink.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This season, you've got places to go, people to see, and things to do. You may have already gotten vaccinated for
logic and spirituality. Practicality and spirituality, it's very contradicting. Okay? You can bring these contradictions and meet them in the middle. Just like conspiracy theories, okay? There's these conspiracy theories. You can bring a theory and make it logical, make it make sense, and then people kind of get on board with that, all right? So, very, very interesting. Like I said, I could fucks with this. I could fucks with this. For real, for real. I am going to get a few of these and then we'll go on to the white cards because, baby, I can talk all day. Let's see. How are people perceiving the collective? And with that Gemini energy too, it's bringing polar opposites together. Okay, there is something here about you being able to do that. A lot of people love you, collective, okay? We have rectification, yes, rectifying 2 sides. It's almost like you are the middleman, okay? The mediator. People perceive you to be the mediator. Something outside of them that can come and create solutions. There's a lot of problem solving here. People perceive you to be a problem solver, okay? We also have justice, okay? Balancing of the scales, polar opposite, contradictions, okay? You can rectify very complicated situations for people, but make it entertaining and make it fun. That's that wisdom. You hold ancient wisdom, yet you can make it very fun, very youthful, okay? Yeah. Ooh. We got anger and new beginnings, okay? Okie dokie. I felt that too. I felt a little bit of anger here too right before that card came out. So people perceive you to be someone who is an advocate, okay? You can get passionate about the things that you feel deeply for. You use your anger in a way that is very proactive and productive. You are very smart. You don't allow your emotions to blow off the handle. You use it strategically, your anger, okay? We also have obedience, right? So people perceive you to be someone who is obedient to something other than yourself. Very Archangel Michael-like, okay? He is like God's right-hand man, you know what I mean? And it's almost like you are something's right-hand man. You're very obedient when it comes to your spirituality, and I don't know if people have seen this, like, directly. Like, you could be talking to somebody, honey, and you could be in the middle of saying something and then stop and say, oh, I was told not to say that. Okay, I gotta be. All right, well, never mind. I can't be doing that. And people are looking at you like, what the fuck? So people perceive you to be somebody who's very, like, mediumistic, okay? Someone, I say something because a lot of people view you to be very otherworldly. So that you are obedient and you keep your anger in check, or you keep yourself in check and you don't just fly off the handle. You are obedient to something that they cannot perceive or conceptualize, okay? This is why they think you're very alien. So I don't know if you have done that before with people where you are talking and then you have like your ear ring, or you get your intuitive download or signal to say and then you shut up. And some of you might even talk to yourself like, fine, I won't fucking do it, you know? And then people kind of look at you like, what in the... But the thing about you is they can't even discredit it because you make shit happen. People perceive you to be somebody who makes things happen, and weird things happen around you. So they can't even discredit that nuance, you know? That's why I'm saying, like, you can make something very, like, they don't have these beliefs. Like, you can make something very otherworldly, make it make sense. And people kind of, like, they know enough not to question it. Okay, they've seen enough not to question it. They may not know anything about it, but they will not question it because they know that they don't understand, not everything that they believe they understand, right? Like it's like that energy. Like they may not understand it, but they've seen enough to hold at least a subconscious belief. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. Let's see. How are people perceiving the collective? Very spiritual. Okay. 8th house synastry. You might have 8th house synastry with these people. People get obsessed. Okay. They view you as some sort of occultist, even though they may not know the word occultist. There's something different about you, definitely. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. Cannot trust them. Okay. And dirty looks.
Adobe Acrobat Studio is all new. What can PDF spaces with AI do? For your marketing needs in one spot. An AI assistant? Show me what you got. AI breakdowns on trend reports. Unlock key insights on the rise of shorts. Ideate, generate, do it all in one. Do that, doing that, did that, done.
Did you know you could be entitled to a 5- or 6-figure payout if you suffered a serious injury at work, like a broken bone, torn tendon, or needed surgery? Yes, even if the injury happened months ago. Most people settle for less because they don't realize what their injury is actually worth. Just click on the link around this video to discover how much your case could be worth.
Okay, people, you might talk a lot with your face. People perceive you to be someone who can't keep their emotions off their face. So even though you may not voice your anger, your face, RBF all the way, your face will tell the tale, okay? Alright. We have this cannot trust them. People perceive you to be somebody who, okay, if you tell somebody, this is that critical thinking and problem solving. If you tell somebody that you cannot trust them, or they come to you for some sort of advice, they will take it. So if you tell somebody that, hey, I wouldn't trust that person, or you can't trust something, they believe it. They take the advice and it works out for them. Okay, and then they maybe find out later on down the road, damn, collective was right. Okay? What's this 8th house synastry? 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, you give good advice. We have the High Priestess and we have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, this is a generous type of card, give and take. Charity. You're very charitable when it comes to your knowledge. Okay, they respect you. I just heard a lot of people respect you. Okay, they respect your intuition. They perceive you to be someone who can get things done. People might even pay you for things like spell work or stuff like this because your shit always hits. That's not for all of you, but that'll be for some of you, okay? People would actually pay you for your advice. So if some of you guys are very, like your readers and stuff like that, people will literally pay you for your advice because you never miss. There's something here about you never missing because you know what you're doing. And you have this weird way of being able to intellectualize and verbalize something and make it make sense to the inquirer, okay? So, like, people perceive you to be someone who is being, like, you're being given knowledge from things that they do not understand. Okay? And they're not really meant to understand. This is why you feel so faded. Alright? Squeaky wheel gets the grease. Queen of Pentacles. And the 2 of Pentacles. Okay? Hold on. because that is alchemizing, balancing, okay? Now you think of a squeaky wheel, it's very loud, okay? It's so loud, in fact, that you end up noticing it. There's something very loud about your energy, or people perceive your energy to be very loud, okay? Now this comes with your spirituality, with your beliefs, with your intuition. At first, people can't see it. People can't see the signs, the synchronicities, they don't understand. Now this could be people that you hung around with for quite some time. They don't understand how your practicality and your spirituality work and coincide together. But as they hang around you more and more, squeaky wheel gets the grease. The signs get louder, the paranormal activity gets louder, the magic gets louder, and they start to see, okay? And this is why people perceive you to be someone who can help them get from A to B to C, because you have this otherworldly energy that cannot be ignored. That's that whole obedience and anger thing. Okay, squeaky wheel gets the grease. They can see it, they may not understand it, but they can most definitely see it. Okay? Yeah. Very magical people. Low energetic levels causing low willpower. Eat, sleep, rest is needed. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. Okay. So people perceive you to be somebody who is standing on business, okay? When you get low energy, you need your alone time. This is giving you self-care. So people perceive you to be somebody who will always choose themselves first, that you need your recharge, okay? You need your time alone. You need your self-care. Okay? You're very loyal to yourself. People perceive you to be someone who's very loyal to yourself. You do need that self-care time. You do need that recharge time. People perceive you to be somebody who can't be out in large crowds for long periods of time because your social battery runs out very quickly and it takes a long time to recharge it. Cannot trust them. That's why there's a healthy balance between practicality and spirituality. Okay, cannot trust them. What's going on here? There we go, Two of Pentacles. Okay, so here we go. So Three of Swords, right? Two of Pentacles, juggling something. When people are juggling something, okay, people come to you for advice.
Don't raise dragons right off the bat. For new players, at the start of the game, don't rush to raise dragons.
You're never wrong. That's the thing. When people juggle situations that they come to you about and they perceive you to be someone who, you know, you always trust your intuition. So people perceive you to be somebody who, yeah, see, we have the Tower and the King of Swords. Someone who's very wise, intellectual, gets downloads. Okay, they may not be able to say downloads, or they don't know where it's coming from, but all they know is that you're not wrong. You're never wrong. Eventually, you're always right, and it comes to pass. So people perceive you to be someone who is extremely knowledgeable, very wise, and like we have this older woman here, so there is this ancient knowledge about you, or there's this ancient feeling people get around you, okay? So people do perceive you to be very, very smart, okay? They perceive you to be able to pinpoint and rectify solutions that are draining the life out of other people, because with this low energetic levels, you are somebody who can pinpoint where in other people's lives that it's draining the life force out of them. Okay? They come with a smile on their face but a knife behind their back. They are secret leeches. Okay? And when the people that are around you get rid of said leeches, their life gets a whole lot better. Okay? People trust your intuition. People trust the messages that you get. They believe that you are a master. Okay? That you are a master at your craft. A lot of people want to pay you for this. Okay? dirty looks, 2 of Cups. So people perceive you to be somebody who they notice a lot of other people give you dirty looks. Also, with this anger here and the dirty looks, I'm not gonna lie, collective, most of you wear your emotions on your face. Even though you may not yippity yap it, your disgust sometimes is very on your face. Yeah. It is what it is. Dirty looks. 3 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. Okay, a lot of people, okay, so here we go, because the 2 of Cups came out earlier. So people do perceive you to be somebody who is their ideal partner, okay? They romanticize you. You have a lot of, people love, with that 8th house, 12th house, people love to project their fantasies onto you, okay? So you do get a lot of dirty looks when it comes to who you surround yourself with. There's a lot of people that are jealous of this because they want to be in that position. They want to be around you like that. They want to know you like that. But you're very selective, okay? Like I said, you're somebody who prioritizes self and self-care and your recharge time. So you're very selective of who you surround yourself with. So there is that. Also, with cannot trust them and dirty looks, people perceive you as someone who can catch things that they cannot. So you, again, with the micro expressions and stuff like that, you catch things that they can't catch. You feel me? And then they trust you on this. So say you're in a group setting and then person A is talking to person B and you're sitting there watching the interaction, and then we have person C and D over here. You're catching the looks of person C and D, and you're also catching tone, micro expressions from the conversation that's going on. And then when that's done, you take them off to the side and you give them a little bit of a rundown. Okay? So people perceive you to be somebody who can catch subtleties that most people cannot, and they trust those subtleties that you catch. Okay? All right, so we're gonna get like a little bit more and then I'm gonna close it out because this energy is very intricate. Wait. Let's see. Oh my goodness. What do we got? You're making progress. People perceive you to be someone who is always making progress, okay? You never stay stuck. You're always going somewhere. That's why this is why people perceive you to be somebody to go to get from A to B, because you, when people listen to you and listen to your advice and are around you, they make progress in their life. You're somebody who helps people progress, transform, grow, okay? For real. It's not the habit, it's the feeling behind the habit. This is that trickery energy, okay? Where you are the sacred trickster, all right? You get people feeling good about themselves, you get people thinking differently, and you get people performing hermetic or universal law. And they don't even know they're doing it, but they're doing it. So it's not the habit, it's the feeling behind the habit, okay? There's something here about people perceiving you as somebody who makes them feel good, okay? And you don't make them feel bad about their habits because you understand that it's not the habit. It's the feeling behind the habit, okay? So when people perceive themselves as doing something wrong or they shouldn't be doing that, you sacredly trick them out of that thinking pattern. And then they raise their vibration and things fall away naturally. Justice, you're making progress, so 6 of Cups.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built the budgeting app in base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible. You can't code. Interesting. Can you generate reports?
I can now.
Nice. So you're saying we can all build apps now?
Yeah.
I'm on lunch. I gotta make a call. I'll be in my office. Just built an inventory tracker. Protein calculator. Let's share an app. A workflow manager. That
tracks who still owes for the group lunch.
Trash.
Contradictions, okay, balance is being restored, you're making progress. You bring justice into people's lives from the past, and the past is watching, okay? So people perceive you as someone who brings justice. I just saw the Hermit, wisdom, ancient wisdom, justice. You are some sort of like gatekeeper, or that's why people feel fated to meet you. Because you progress them in a way that brings them justice. Okay? You're like a judge, a spiritual judge. They may not know that, but that's how they feel. It's not the habit, it's the feeling behind the habit. Ace of Cups, it's love, right? Here we have the Six of Cups, or the Six, ooh. These could even be past friends. Dirty looks, cannot trust them. Friend groups, okay, Six of Wands. And then I see the Devil here. I'm gonna, okay. And is that the Ace of Swords? Or is that, yeah, that's the Ace of Swords. You bring truth into situations. Cannot trust them. It's not the habit, it's not the person, it's the feeling behind it, okay? And you are somebody who can read energy and emotions extremely well. Somebody could be talking all they want, but it's the feeling behind the words, right? So there is, people trust your opinion. They perceive you to be someone that is very trustworthy, has integrity, and has impeccable character, okay? And they might not know how you do it, but they know you do it. You read energy, you read emotions, you get downloads. They don't know how you do all this, but they know it's trustworthy. Okay? So people perceive you to be someone with great integrity, character, and someone who's extremely trustworthy, wise, and really impeccable with the way you do things. Okay? So, that's what I have for you. Very interesting read, I gotta say. Very interesting bunch of people. But anyways, if it resonated with y'all, hit up that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the motherfucking Vibe Tribe, and I'll see you guys down below in the comment section. Bye for now.
Yeah.
Aries.
Collective, are you still there? Thank you. Salutes. Thank you so much for watching live or on the playback. I appreciate each and every one of you like you wouldn't believe. Yeah. Reminder, folks, it is not too late. It's never too late to donate. You can donate right now via paypal.me/Glacier YeahhhYuhhh. Help us get our debut IP, SLED HEADZ, out to the world. The Gun Fu Supernatural Super Sentai Rom-Com. Through my work, I will effect mass change, mass awakening on a global scale, worldwide, yeah. And you can help us today by donating via paypal.me/Glacier YeahhhYuhhh, yeah. Chosen One, Star Seeds, Lightworkers, Divinely Favored Individuals, Divine Masculines, Divine Feminine. 144,000 strong, worldwide. Make sure you tap all the way in. Yeah, you know the deal. Tarot, divine readings, divine messages relayed to the collective right here on the Glacier Mountain Comics YouTube studios. Worldwide, yeah. PayPal.me/Glacier YeahhhYuhhh. Donate today. It's never too late. And now back to Meg, the Draconic Priestess, with the last divine message of the stream for the day. Tap all the way in. Yeah. Make sure you leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time we go live. Yeah, it's Big Glacier. Fuck they talking about? Collective. Let's fucking go. Yeah.
Placements and cross watchers, welcome and welcome back to the channel. Let's get another message for you guys to see what it is that y'all need to hear at the moment. As always, take what resonates and discard the motherfucking rest. So for my Aries placements, first house placements and cross watchers, let's see what's happening. We have the 11th house, North Node, and Gemini. Damn. Okay, there's talk. We have the 10th house, Taurus, and the moon. So, a secret reputation, Aries. What's going on here? Taurus energy is about your values, your morals, your beauty, or handsomeness. There's definitely, with the 11th house and Gemini, a lot of chit-chat going on. Maybe perhaps this is about how you've matured or how you've advanced, Aries. You're looking really unstoppable at this time. Yeah, the 11th house and Pluto. There's something here about your transformation. You motivate people, I feel. Okay, you definitely got a secret reputation going on, or there's secret chit chat. 10th house, your public image. Huh. You've advanced. I feel like you're motivating people. Some of you guys could be like a motivational speaker. Some of you guys could be like a personal trainer I'm picking up. Or some sort of instructor. Okay. We have the 1st house and the 5th house. So the ascendant, it came in reverse. People... Oh, Aries. You might be bugging some people. People don't even want to look at you. I don't even want to look at Aries. You know? Your effect, your role, your attitude. Because you have a lot of charisma here. We also have performance here. Okay? So, I don't know if you got some people salty, darling, but it's like when even when people try not to look at you, they hear about you. Because there is secret talk going on and your reputation preceding you. About your effect on others. Okay, let's see. Jesus, Capricorn energy and Mercury. Yeah, people, there's the 10th house. Yes, darling. So you do have people talking about this authoritative role that you are participating in. You are very accomplished, and people are talking about your accomplishments. Even though they don't want to look at you with this ascendant here in reverse, they hear about you. So it's like, even when they're not looking or purposely not averting their eyes towards you, they're still hearing about you. Now, I don't know if this is karma, but yeah, it's like no matter what they try and do to get away or hide with that moon energy, they still hear about you with this Gemini. Okay? So, yeah, babes, let's see. Ooh. What's with the ascendant in reverse? People don't want to look. Justice. Yeah, I don't know if this is karma playing out, but these are people that have their foot in their mouth now. They talked a lot about you not being able to accomplish something, but with the North Node, it seems like you are very accomplished.
What up, Mighty Healthy?
We're talking about that, how you were going to accomplish something, or how you couldn't, and now you are, and they don't even want to look at you. Aries, they don't even want to look at you.
There's so much data. We'll be building models all night.
Nope. I'm using Saspaya to build models and make decisions. We're done.
So you don't want these 15 pizzas?
Nobody said that.
The pizzas stay. This is their home now. From data to ta-da. Saspaya.
Grip, stability, precision. That's the essence of driving. Lawfin.
Okay, what's the ascendant in reverse? What? The 9 of Swords. Yes, see, they don't even want to look. Which is funny. We have all of these eyes on this person, right? This is the 9 of Swords. So anxiety, fear, worries, doubts, they don't even want to look at you, but they can't help but look at you. But I feel like they can't help but hear you, okay? Perhaps this is somebody who doesn't want to be seen either. This could be you, Aries, not wanting to be seen. We have the Hermit. The Hermit and the Knight of Swords. So the Hermit's all about...
Oh, I don't know, Mighty Healthy. I haven't been paying attention to that. I am donezo with Sichi, but if I had to think about it logically, I'd say maybe they're gonna do separate launches. Second chance campaign for Inglorious Rex 3 and a second chance campaign for Black Riding Hood. Maybe, or I don't know. Yeah, I'd definitely play the shit out of another fight night when you had to go back in the corner and heal your own fucking wounds. What one was that? Yeah, Fight Night 3. I was a badass with Jake LaMotta. Jake LaMotta's one of my all-time favorites. He had the best haymakers ever. But yeah, I don't know. I will say this though, he wears his wife's thongs and stuff, right? Vasilis Vasily from Greece, but I'm about to dead name him. But when he was Marduk Knight, before he revealed himself as Vasilis Lolos and he was just Marduk Knight, he was a big fan and supporter and retweeter of the Glacier, believe it or not. And so I'm one of the types that if you do something good, I'm gonna say it's good, even if I don't like you. But Vasilis Lolos, his new trailer song for his 8-bit horror comic, bravo, good trailer, innovative trailer song. It's pretty good. I digged it.
Drawing back from the eyes, prying eyes, and the hustle and bustle of the world, right? Almost being like a hermit, being a homebody. Okay, perhaps this could be you too, Aries. You don't want to be seen at this moment. You're worried about who's watching you, who's got eyes on you.
I don't know how to
But
win
I feel like
submissions.
more so, this is other people that just don't want to see you. Also, these people don't want to be seen out in public now because you really did show somebody up. Okay, Aries, you did show somebody up, and now they're withdrawing. They don't want to be seen. They're embarrassed. So you have embarrassed some people, Aries.
Yeah.
Well, you don't say. You don't say. Perhaps this is you stepping up into a leadership position or a position of authority, and now you've embarrassed somebody, and everybody's talking about your work or how wise you are, how ambitious and realistic, your competency. People are, your wisdom with wise counsel. What's this that they're talking about? This Capricorn energy, 10th house, so public image. People are, the 6 of Wands, listen, and the Empress, Aries, you've embarrassed somebody. Because a lot of people are talking about your accomplishments, okay, your successes. This is in the spotlight, okay? Definitely in the spotlight. And then we have the Empress. You're getting a lot of love, adoration, okay? People are talking about you and talking you up with that Taurus energy in the 10th house and the moon. And you have somebody who does not want to be seen in public, doesn't even want to show their face. They don't even want to show their face. They're so embarrassed, Aries,
Actually, let me
because
check.
you ended up on top, successful, accomplished. This is a level of fame and recognition, especially with that 10th house in Capricorn here. You got a lot of people talking. Your public image right now was one of success, fame and recognition, okay? And they're talking about your beauty, your grace, your poise, your creations. You really are stepping out on the scene, Aries. And a lot of people love you. Yeah, the 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups, Empress, a lot of people love you. You have a lot of love to give, and you embarrass the shit out of somebody. You did it so gracefully. This is a little bit of karma for them. But you do have people that they just don't want to be seen, okay? What's this Gemini energy? The world. A lot of people are talking about this too. Oh, that you taught somebody a lesson. So a lot of people are talking about this person too. Whoever these people are that don't want to be seen, and they're paranoid. They are paranoid, okay? You got people paranoid. These are people talking online as well. Emails, calls, texts,
they don't have
things like
Gina.
this, okay? They're talking about how intelligent you are, or how you provide some sort of teaching or wise counsel, that you know what you're doing. You're a leader. Here you are, King of Wands, Aries, showing up, okay?
Oh, they don't have Gina.
What is the talk about? Because this is text, calls, emails. You have a lot of people talking about you. Your work. 8 of Pentacles. Your work. Your work speaks for itself, okay? The 4 of Cups. All right? You had a lot of people talking, and this 4 of Cups energy is because they're bored, or they were dissatisfied with something. People are talking about how they were dissatisfied about something. People are talking about your work and whatever it is that you do for a living. You could teach or something like this. But you provided some sort of wise counsel. So people are talking about how you know, they were stuck in a problem and you got them out of this problem. With the Empress there too and the Wheel of Fortune, you changed something for them. So your reputation is getting out there about how skilled you are in whatever work dynamic or whatever you do as a business. Some of you guys could be drywallers or contractors, okay? People are talking about how they've had a lot of trouble with other contractors.
It is a women's bantamweight matchup between Ronda.
So you're getting a lot of recognition for the work that you put in or the work that you provide. Okay? Well, all right, let's see. So what's going on? What's going on here? Divine masculine energy, tried and true. Okay, hatred comes from people who hate their own existence. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's those people that were talking a big game, talking a lot of crap. This could even be bad reviews on Yelp or Google or whatever it is. They're leaving bad reviews and stuff like that. They tried you, and it didn't work. Okay, these people are now embarrassed. So we have trying to manipulate you. Okay. So they tried to manipulate a situation for you, Aries. Unique friendships. Okay, so you could be developing unique friendships at this time. You have creative abilities to get out of unwanted situations. So yeah, you did use something creative to get out of a very unwanted. You used it to your benefit, is what I'm feeling here. Okay, comfort, and then we have the 8th house. So comfort will have you denying the cold hard facts. Comfort zone. I feel like you got out of your comfort zone. This is also the 8th house is like investments or handling other people's money. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like, Aries, some of you guys do own your own business. With the 6 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, and Capricorn energy out here with the 10th house. Some of you guys definitely either are subcontractors or you do own your own business, or you're in some type of leadership role, like a lead hand or something like that. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Divine masculine, what's going on here? So you're in your, see, the 7 of Swords, they lied. It fell right on top of this. So we do have some manipulative liars. Yeah, here's the Magician, okay, who tried to lie on your name, saying that you were not of good morals or values or stature, because we do have the Taurus energy with the Empress, and that is of good value and morals. So the truth came out with this King of Swords. You're very intelligent and stoic. Okay, you knew how to handle these types of people. People that were hating, and hatred comes from people that hate their own existence. So I feel like you really handled this with poise and with grace. Okay, this lying and the manipulation, trying to manipulate you. So hatred comes from people that hate their own existence. What's happening here? The 10 of Wands in reverse. You're not worried about the haters. You drop the burdens, okay?
Hi, my name is Tami, and I would like to give you a few reasons why you should consider dating a young Asian lady. You can choose a potential spouse from Vietnam, the Philippines, Thailand, or Indonesia. The geography is boundless. Have you noticed that Asian women have become more and more popular? I mean that they are everywhere, in famous magazines, on Instagram as top bloggers, on the runways, and on billboards. More importantly, they are in men's heart. True, they are this popular because
and you found peace, or you moved away to calmer waters. You basically said that you don't have to deal with that, and you didn't. You dropped the burden. People that are hating you and hating what you got to offer, that's not your problem. And I feel like you recognized and realized that with this King of Swords, and you were almost like being the bigger person, dropped the burden, dropped it all. You're like, I don't have to worry about that. That ain't a me problem, and you carried on with your life. Okay? So tried and true. These people tried to get you stuck in your head, tried to get you to stop doing whatever it is you're doing. You're wiping out some sort of competition here. 3 of Pentacles. Has to do with your work. They tried you. Okay, you're wiping out some sort of competition here, and you're coming out on on top, very successful.
Yeah.
And people are talking about this. You're building some sort of rapport or reputation. Okay, Three of Pentacles, definitely coming out on top, and they tried you, but you remain true, divine masculine, someone of great moral and stature. So trying to manipulate you, the Judgment. See, Hierophant. See, people tried to manipulate you and other people by saying that you don't know what you're doing. But with the Hierophant here, you definitely do know what you were doing. Okay? There's judgments here, and then also spirits calling judgment on a situation as well. They tried to manipulate people because you're coming out on top and you're getting all of these big contracts. So I don't know if you are signing big contracts. You could be, okay? But it feels like you're getting all of the opportunities and all of the money and the big money contracts, okay? So somebody tried to manipulate a situation in saying that you don't actually know what the heck you're doing, and it backfired. The lies, Seven of Swords. So unique friendship, what's going on here? Like I said, you build rapport with people. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles, you build rapport with a lot of people. Okay, Seven of Cups and Four of Pentacles. These are people that would want to hold on to you or keep working with you. Okay. So comfort zone, justice is here. This is handling other people's money, investors, investments. Okay. Let's see what's happening here. You got out of your comfort zone, the Ace of Cups, and the Five of Wands. So, here's the Emperor as well. So, Aries, there you are showing up. The Five of Wands, we have the Six of Wands here. So, you did outweigh or outmaneuver some sort of competition. Okay? The Ace of Cups, by showing compassion and love. See, you offer what most people don't. Okay, that's building rapport and a unique friendship. Most people just go in, get the work done, half-ass it, and then leave. Okay, they're doing it for the money. Whatever it is that you're doing here, Aries, you're doing it because you love to do it, and that is what makes you stand out. That is what makes you come out on top, and that's what makes you, you know, sit on the throne in a land full of competition. Because I do feel like you are in a very competitive field. But it doesn't matter. You did embarrass. you did put to shame, for shame, some other people or companies or something like this, okay? What is the shame about? The Hermit and the King of Pentacles, okay? They did something for money, okay? So there's a lot of people here that are withdrawing because they got found. Either they mishandled money, or they did it for money, or they cut corners, like something. They did something shady to save money, and they don't want to be seen now. And here you are. You're not doing it for the money. You're doing it for love, and you're doing it. There's something here about your morals and values. Like if you save a customer a couple $1,000s, you're not going to pocket that couple $1,000s. You're going to go and you're going to say, hey, I saved us a couple $1,000s. That's just an example, but that's like the energy that I'm kind of picking up on. Okay, Five of Swords, and they're mad about it. Eight of Swords. It is what it is, Aries. Okay. Anyways, babes, that's what I got for you. If it resonated with y'all, hit up that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the motherfucking Vibe Tribe, and I'll see you guys down below in the comment section. Bye for now.
Are you getting the runaround from workers' comp after your work injury? You're not alone. A lot of injured workers are stuck in a system that's confusing, frustrating, and honestly just plain unfair. Maybe your job rushed you back too soon. Maybe your doctor doesn't seem to care. Or maybe you're just sitting at home waiting to hear something, anything about your case, and getting nowhere. If you've suffered a serious injury at work, like a broken bone, a torn tendon, or anything that required surgery, you could be entitled to big compensation and real answers. And it doesn't matter if the injury happened weeks or even months ago. If you're still dealing with pain, time off work, or bills that are piling up, this applies to you. Click the link around this video.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Let's get it.
Alright, I think I gotta wrap it up in the next 8 minutes, so let's see.
that's a knockout they'll be talking about for quite some time. What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Referee Eve looking.
What's up, YouTube? This is your big bro, King's Bez. Got today another very important message. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think about this content. In addition to that, please feel free to follow me over on IG, The King's Bez, Facebook, The Honorary Soldiers Like the channel. For those who want to talk to me one-on-one, I do offer consultations. Whatever you decide to do, I will appreciate it. Let's work. They have been watching you for a long time. You can't underestimate the extent or the level that monitoring spirits will take their obsession. People who want your destiny, people who covet the gift, the rare anointing that you have, they have been watching you for a long time. And they finally understand at this point, 5, 6, 10 years in, that you are on a mission that cannot be stopped. Well, let's talk to you today on this Saturday. This is day 21, by the way. 28-day series, just cleared 3 weeks, just like that. Let's get to work. We're gonna clear this week on a strong high note. You hear me? You are on a mission, sir, ma'am, from the Most High, that no warlock can stop, that no witch can stop, that no demon can stop, that no hater can stop, that no clout chaser can stop, that no baby mama can stop, that no baby daddy can stop, that no issue, no system, no group can stop. And so now they're just clear on that. And the reason they know, because they have put every obstacle they could in your way to stop you. They have tried to work witchcraft. They tried to bully and sabotage you in the workforce. They have targeted you your entire life. Many of you have been targeted everywhere you went. And at this point now, these people who have watched you for years understand now that you are on a mission that was going to be accomplished. You have a mission to your life. You've been placed on earth for a reason. And everything is aligning. It's aligning in your spirit. What's happening from an astrological perspective, with that change just happened just on Tuesday. Your health, being able to harness your creative energy and to utilize that, nourishing your brain, reading good books, working on self, doing all your shadow work. You are at a place now where your gifts have been activated. You are clear on who you are not.
Yeah, it's Big Glacier, fuck they talk about.
And you never, at this point, allow the perception of others to at all be your reality.
Never.
In other words, you are tapped all the way in. You plugged in. You're plugged into the source. And by being plugged into the source, you have access to resources. You have ideas, visions, plans that will succeed. I foresee some of you very soon, you're going to be signing some contracts. Some of you are about to purchase some property. Some of you are about to travel to some new states, some new territory. You're about to spread your wings and grow. Some of you are going to be speaking at public events. You're going to release something fresh into the world during this time. And everything they brought your way could not stop it. The jealousy, the hate made you stronger. It made you better, wiser, whether you understand that now or not. And it may take you some time to hear this message, to dissect this and to digest this, to realize what has actually happened. See, what happens when the smoke clears? When you exit a trial. We talk about trials a lot, right? We talk about trials and tests and obstacles, which is true. But let's talk about, let's kind of park right here today with this idea of exiting a trial. Exiting a difficult time. There comes a point when you exit, come on, isolation, and you are able to transfer into true connection. People who actually want to help you. Let me talk to you today. Meeting the right person, connecting with people, using your gifts, wasting no times, no more missed opportunities at all. Somebody put in the comment section, we're not missing any opportunities right now. We are locked in. Everything you have learned since 2020, all the thousands of downloads you have received. Let me talk to you today. The thousands of dreams and visions you have had. The tests that you passed that would have broken so many people. At times you thought you were losing your own mind. It got that bad. At times you wonder, how am I going to make it out of this? How am I going to cross over? And you are literally to a place now where you're about to cross over, step over every barrier, every body language, people who know things about you, who thought they knew you. You have a strength on your inside now that says, so what? Yes, that was my past. So what? I grew up in that city. So what? I did this and that when I was 16, 17, 18, 19. So what? Ladies who hear this, you have babies out of wedlock at 17, 18, 19, 34 now. People still judging you. Look them in the face and say, so what? He who was without sin, what did the Messiah say? What did the Messiah say? He who was without sin cast the first stone. So nobody's perfect. So we're done letting imperfect people put a perfect standard on us. You hear me? That felt good getting out of my mouth. Let me say it one more time like a mixtape. You hear me? We are done allowing imperfect people to put this perfect standard on us that they can't keep themselves. You're not perfect. So you got some nerves to judge me. Come on now. You gotta learn how to talk about the people. This is a time to stand your ground, chosen ones. This is a time to stand up for yourself. Stop letting people who don't have to figure it out themselves judge you as they're trying to figure it out, because we're all trying to figure it out at the end of the day and make moves accordingly. So you're crossing over. Envision new territory. Envision yourself in a better house, in a better environment, a place where you are loved. Let's talk about that. We talk about rejection all the time. Let's talk about being loved. Come on, let's switch the narrative today on this Good Saturday, on February 21st, 2026. In this first week of the astrological calendar, let's talk about love. Let's stop focusing on who don't like us. Come on now, and what people won't do for us. Let's focus on the people who do.
Run it back.
You know, there are people who actually do like you. Let's focus on that. There are people who love you. There are people who want to help you. There are people who would love to have you around. And now is the time to get the attention off of the hate, off of the distractions, off of the opposition, onto the opportunity. Because sometimes we miss the opportunity because we're so focused on the opposition. Oh, I'm ready to talk to you. That came to you. I'm coming for you. We are so focused on the opposition that we miss the opportunity. But I want y'all to focus today on this Saturday and lock in. I know you're off. This is your time to receive a message like this where you can sit back and think. We're supposed to think and grow rich according to the book. Can't just work. I forget what millionaire said this, but he who works all the time has no time to make money. He who works all the time has no time to make money. In other words, it ain't about working harder. You've been working hard for a long time. It's about thinking, strategizing, come up with a play, a real move. And you can't do that in a hurried state. That's going to require some focus. That's going to require some meditation. That's going to require stepping back and just tap into self. Being brave enough to go into new environments and meet new people. We got to get out here. And that's the place you want to be. Some of you are having dreams about being around well-off people. Being invited to these nice houses, mansions, or whatnot for parties. That's going to happen to some of you. You're about to bump shoulders with some very powerful people.
Thanks for stopping by, brother Hale.
And it starts right now.
For what show starts?
Mindset.
Raptor show?
of what you refuse at this point. You have to refuse some people, places, and things to experience the new.
Yeah.
And some of you are holding back. There's about 5 of you, listen to this right now very carefully, as I know, that are hindering your progress because of what you refuse to let go.
EVE Online is a vast universe, alive with the unrelenting activity and combined history of its play.
Change means just that. For life to change, for opportunities to change, you got to change up some things. You got to change their routine up some. Get around some new people. Do what you need to do. I mean, even fitness-wise, I got to a point I was going to the same gym for so many years. I felt like I was no longer growing there. I had to go to another gym. I always move around. I'm the type of person. I can't see how people stay the same place 15, 20 years. I can't do that. I got about 3 to 5 years, and this next. I'm constantly. I'm thinking about another gym now. I'll be honest. Or another opportunity, another endeavor. I can't stay in one place. My mind is just it runs too wild for that. I'm too free of a spirit for that. And many of you are just like me, you're a free spirit. So do that. Freedom doesn't mean that you are undisciplined. It means that you are creative. You have a mind for vision to be involved in multiple things. Just be stuck somewhere forever. Just surviving. When you know there's much more to you than that, my boy, sis. So, they're watching. They tried. And they realized now, this is not what I thought it was. This woman is going somewhere. This man is going somewhere. And there is nothing I can do to stop or hinder at this point. They were allowed to, temporarily, to sharpen you, to refine you, to develop you. And now that you've been sharpened, developed, and made better, their time is over. They got the way now. Chosen. They've been watching you for a long time. And they clearly realize now they cannot stop the mission you're on because you, sir, ma'am, are on a mission from God. And it's going to happen. Just like that. So, that's all I got. I don't have to say anything else. You got the message. This is your big bro, King Bez. Saturday, February 21st, 28-day series, day 21, 21 straight days. Peace.
Jesus. All right.
Back, Max is running out of steam a little bit, but is Max going to be able to reinforce his outside of jet?
Oh, there's a total war. Tournament going on with Turin right now. Alright, last video of the day. Last divine reading, divine message being relayed to the collective worldwide. Yeah. Where are we going? Where are we ending it? Alright. Whoa. Having their lives. Oh no.
Sleep Number's best deals are on now. Take 50% off our limited edition mattress, plus 0%
magnetic.
Alright, collective. Last divine message being relayed to the collective worldwide, yeah. Michelle Meloria. Here we go. Remember, it's not too late to donate via paypal.me/glacier AAAA. Leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified each and every time we go LIVE live. Yeah. This big Glacier, fuck they talking about. Here we go. Donate via paypal.me/glacier AAAA. Yeah.
Hello, chosen ones. Welcome to the channel. I have a message for a few of us today, and the message is you are more attractive and magnetic than ever. And so for those of us who have really been following the Lord very closely this year and have been doing, everything we can to be just obedient to Holy Spirit and to really, partner with God in transitioning into this new timeline, we're going through a massive transformation at this time that is happening so fast, so rapidly, that you might not even be aware of how quickly you're changing. And this is a change that is very visible from the outside. It's such a deep transformational change that it is it is shining through, and it is showing on your outward appearance very much. So God is showing me that in these last 2 years, or the last 2 weeks of this year of the snake, that God is spending some very close time with some of us and just walking us through like a whole recap of everything that we've been through in maybe the past 10, 20, 30 years, and really just showing us all of the different things that we have gone through and giving us new revelations of really everything that we've been through up until this point. And so some of us are being led by Holy Spirit to adopt new ideas, to let go of old energies, and God is having you really rewrite some stories of your past to see things that happened to you in a new light. God is having you really let go of mindsets, and he's showing me that there might have been themes of your life that you thought were just part of you, that you thought were always going to be themes in your life, that it would just always, you would continue to attract this certain energy or this certain story, or that because of things that you've been through, you just won't be able to release those old identities because they're just totally part of you. And God is showing you some areas in your life that are like this, where you thought they would always be part of you because there's just no way for these things to change or to be gone. Okay, and God is having you really understand that some of these things are really disappearing from you, that these things are being rewritten, that he's rewriting your stories, and he's giving you new timelines and new energies. So, some of you are being shown that you're about to go into this future aspect, this future timeline, and this future version of yourself with literally no trace of these old remnants, of these old identities. And so this is something that you might be going through with God in the spiritual, but because these are such deep transformations that are happening in your subconscious mind, God is saying that they're showing outwardly very much, and that it's changing your outward energy so much to where you are quickly becoming right now the most magnetic and attractive that you've ever been in your whole life, and that this is just the beginning, that you're going into this new year as the most attractive magnetic version of yourself, and that you're going to be continuing to glow up, and that's because you're stepping into this golden hour of your life, that this new year is the beginning of the season of the golden hour of your life, where everything that you've been through
and that God has done inside of you has been ultimately transformed by God, that it has been fully completed, and God has He has done all of the refinements and all of the transformations and put on all of the finishing touches to where you are now fully complete and stepping into the golden hour season of your life. Okay, so some of you are being you're being inspired to treat yourself. Okay, the Lord is actually having some of you guys get something for yourself. Maybe it's some jewelry, or it's something that you wear. I'm getting things that you wear on your body, or maybe things that you have in your home, where God is going to show you something really special, and He's going to tell you and inspire you to get this, that this is something that represents this new identity of yours. And it's going to be something that where you have to get it in faith. You know, maybe you're saving up right now, or you feel like you can't afford to treat yourself, and God is saying to please to be led by the Spirit and not the flesh, and to get these things for yourself, because they will be very magical items that are going to have a really strong significance of this new golden hour of your life that He wants you to take with you. Okay, and so there's another energy here of you having this very strong energy beginning to manifest, or to rise up inside of you, and that this is a very strong sexual energy. Okay, because this is coming from your sacral chakra, from your creative center, and all of that sexual energy is being very much it's being refined and purified, and it's part of what's making you very magnetic, and also your solar plexus, your confidence. But God is saying to please be very mindful of the ways that you are stewarding this sexual energy, because there might be this surge of it. And again, this is connected to your magnetism and your attraction. And for some, this is going to be part of this new timeline where you're connecting with your kingdom spouse. And God is showing me that for a lot of us, you're about to start dating in this springtime, and that you're going to be in this new energy, and you're going to be attracting new people from your new timeline, and that you're going to start dating in this spring season, and that you are actually going to be connected with your spouse. So this sexual energy is actually all part of what is meant to magnetize these correct relationships to you, these high relationships of higher timelines to you. Okay, and then for some, if you're, say, already married, or maybe that isn't part of it, or maybe it's both. For some, this is going to be transforming your career life. You're being set up. God is rebranding you again. You're being set up with a new image, with a new energy of magnetism and attraction, to where you're going to begin to attract opportunities in work that are so much more aligned to your higher self, that are coming from a very high timeline. Okay, so God is just saying to please be aware of this, and to understand that this transformation, that this energy is showing on you and is transforming you very rapidly, more than you even realize. So to be sensitive in how Holy Spirit is leading you. All right, and then God wants some of you to just be more open to dating as well, open to new opportunities, because the time of being in your shell, of being in a hermit mode is complete. All right, and you're being given this new magnetic energy to attract these new things, and you want to be open to these things. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a few cards. But that's pretty much the message. But I do have already a few cards that are out here that go with this message. So again, God is just saying that these last 2 weeks of this year for some of us are going to be the most the most intimate time that you have with the Lord, the most special and nostalgic time that you have with the Lord, that He's really spending this time with you to to just go through everything, and I'm just getting everything that you've been through that has changed your mind in so many ways. I'm seeing it, these windows as all of the different compartments of your subconscious mind, and that as because you allowed the Lord Jesus Christ, you gave him your life, and you gave him the master key to your mind, to your soul, to everything, that he has gone through every corridor, every chamber of your heart, your mind, and he has done transformational things in every single place, and that this work has come to a completion, and that it's like he's opening all of these compartments, that in these next 2 weeks, it's like all of these things, that all of these rooms where he had been transforming you in secret, it's like the windows, the doors are all being opened, and they're all being let loose. Okay, so you're going to have different aspects of your personality coming out at this time. There's going to be just a lot of changes that you're beginning to see yourself, and it's very important that you flow with it and go with it, okay? Because that's what's happening. He's opening up all of this for you, okay? And he's also giving you new stories. I just keep getting to receive the new stories that God is giving you. He's giving you new ways to understand what happened to you in the past, okay? New ways to tell your stories. And these stories are going to help a lot of people. You know, the way that you present them, it's going to be a way to where you can help so many people that God is going to lead you to share your stories with. Okay, so again, this is the most attractive and magnetic that you've ever been, and it's for a purpose. It's not just so that you can go and, you know, just go out there and start shaking your ass and trying to get all this attention. This is a very deep kind of magnetic energy and attraction that is meant to attract very high vibrational things to you. Okay, very strong energies are going to be being attracted to at this time because of this sacral chakra energy, because of this fire energy. So it's very important, again, that you steward this energy well, that you don't, because there will be many counterfeit opportunities coming to take your sexual energy, bad people or opportunities to, you know, to hook up with people or counterfeit opportunities.
Meet Max Out. He's a credit wrecker. He doesn't know that using his full line of credit can lower his score. Don't be like Max Out. Learn how to avoid the wreckers at creditwreckers.com. Credit One Bank.
In work where they're stealing your creative energy or your sexual energy. So this is for you alone. And God wants you to use it to invest in yourself at this time. And again, he wants you to look good. Many of you are called to totally transform your wardrobe, to get rid of anything that looks like it's from the past, okay, and to really do yourself up here. So because this is really it for many of us who this is for. You're stepping into the new era of your life, into the golden hour season of your life, and it's going to be such an adventure, all right, and it's going to be so powerful, the things that you're experiencing, and so new. And so God wants you to be very protected and to have your aura protected with nice things. So he's telling you to look good, to dress well, to get those things, whether it's some jewelry or something to have in your home that gives you that energy of power, all right, because this is all part of protecting your aura. Okay, so we also have the sign of Aries, but you know, I'm just getting that this is it. That these are the final, the final days before it pops off so hard in your life. Okay, again, and some of you are just going to start meeting people so quickly and forming these connections so quickly, and they will be very intense connections. All right, so we also have the sign of Gemini. All right, but let me go ahead and pull one more card. Yeah, I mean, it's just another confirmation that this is what's happening. And with that Lover's card too, it's like for a lot of us, this is really a message about your spouse, that you're about to meet them soon and that you are going to be so attractive to them, okay? So, but this actually did come out in the reverse, and I'm just getting a warning here about a Jezebelic character who will be coming in at this time, because again, light will be shining so bright, and it's going to be the energy that actually makes people jealous of you, because it's your creativity, it's your sexual energy. So this is going to be attracting a Jezebelic character to you, and this person will be coming in seeking to steal your light and to steal that energy for themselves. So it's very important to be aware of this person. For a lot of us, it'll be someone from your past, and God has already shown you that this person has the spirit of Jezebel in regards to you. So so just be aware that that person will be coming in seeking to steal this energy from you, but other than that, this is it. This is your new beginning. Okay, so again, make sure you get that thing, because it's gonna, if it's a piece of jewelry or it's something like, you know, like that, this is an Ace of Pentacles. It's a representation of this new golden hour of your life. So please get it for yourself, okay? So I'm gonna leave it there, chosen ones. All right, I hope this message helps. I love you guys so much. So, just want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your comments. Thank you so much to anyone who's donated. It really means very much. All right, and go ahead and send me an email, and you can follow me on Instagram if you want to. But I'll see you guys in the next video, and I love you, and God bless.
Real care means real access to mental health and substance use care.
On paper, this could be the best performance bargain SUV that you can buy. Tesla has given the performance treatment to the new and very much improved Model Y. It has more power, adaptive suspension, sportier seats, all of it. And based on the Tesla Model Y that's in our one-year road test fleet, the car that we actually own and live with every day, this should also be a much improved product. But I have some questions. Is this a performance SUV that's actually fun to drive? Is its range any good? What I'm most curious about is how does it compare to the Model 3 performance that's right behind it? We're here at my favorite place, the Edmunds test track, and we got some work to do. We're Edmunds, and we test hundreds of cars each year on the road and at our private track, so you get the most trusted reviews. If you want to know which car, truck, or SUV is the best, stick with us. So let's see how the Teslas did during their testing. Before we got to the track, we put them both up on our scales like we do with every car, and found that the Model Y is about 400 pounds.
Alright, that's going to bring the stream to a close. Thank you so much for watching live or on the playback. Remember, you can donate to the channel. Help us get our debut IP out to the world. The supernatural, gun fu, Super Sentai, rom-com, SLED HEADZ. Issues 1 and 2 combined in hardback is coming oh so soon. Stay alert and stay tuned. Yeah. And don't forget, leave a like and a comment on your way out. And if you feeling up to it, feeling kind, inclined, and of the mind, send donos my way via paypal.me/glacier8888. paypal.me/glacier8888. Yeah. Till next time, Glacier out.